Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting so close to WWDC, it's absolutely mental. So let's just click straight into this one. Welcome back to the First Click Show, and welcome back to the road to WWDC. And today we learned that the myth, the legend, the hero, the one and only Jony Ive actually did work on the iMac, the new iMac, the redesigned iMac. I probably had that feeling already. I'm not gonna say that I know anything or have any sources or anything, but it had a feeling. It had like this little magical Jony Ive touch. Or it might be someone that actually learned a lot from Jony Ive, but it just feels like something that's so intuitive. It looks really cool. I'm not gonna stand here and tell you that the rest of the designers at Apple aren't capable of creating this. Of course they are. But I'm saying it's either heavily inspired from stuff that Jony Ive would make, or Jony Ive had his hands on the design, maybe in early stages. The details are not really clear. Like in this report from 9to5Mac, they actually say that the details aren't really clear. But I mean, didn't we all expect this a little bit? Now, according to this article, despite Jony Ive leaving in 2019, they obviously have some sources saying Jony Ive still worked on this design, probably with his own company that obviously has some sort of consulting role for Apple, or maybe he was hands-on with the design. Nobody really knows, but it was known that Apple would be one of the first clients of that new company that Jony Ive started. Apple, however, declined to give a straight answer and said, well, he worked on it and that's it. So we don't really have a clear answer on what happened and what he did and when he started to work on it and when the rest of the design team obviously did it on his own. But that he was involved, I mean, everyone could see that, right? Come on, guys. So obviously they have a solid design team already, but involving Jony Ive when it comes to products that are such a big redesign, like, we have waited for this for so many years. Seems like a fair thing to do, and it's pretty safe as well. But I, for one, am quite happy to know that Jony Ive is still here, and we're probably going to see a lot more products that are going to be designed in collaboration with his new company. We are definitely going to keep you posted on this story right here on the First Click Show. And then we have WhatsApp, obviously a Facebook company, backtracking on a few threats that they made to their users, especially towards app tracking. In the beginning, they used to say that there were huge repercussions for people that are actually saying that they don't want to be tracked. A lot of changes would come. People would have to pay for services. It wouldn't be free anymore. Big load of threats. And that has ended according to The Verge. The Verge actually has a report here with a quote from a WhatsApp spokesperson. Given recent discussions with various authorities and privacy experts, we want to make clear that we will not limit the functionality of how WhatsApp works for those who have not yet accepted the update. Now, this probably also has something to do with the terms of service update that WhatsApp was trying to push through and ram down their users' throats. And I'm glad to see that that is finally done, and we can finally expect WhatsApp to act a little bit normally now. I still don't like the language here. For those who have not yet accepted the update, I mean, we probably never will. So you're either going to accept us or you're going to reject us, but we are not going to come back if you are going to ram these terms of services down our throat. We have another small story, and that is Apple delaying the launch of Apple Podcast subscription services until June. So that's not very long from now, obviously, but it's still news because it felt like some services and some products were kind of rushed out of the door, maybe because of this Epic versus Apple lawsuits. I don't know, it didn't really fit that well with the schedule, I feel like. It was really great for us, and I'm thankful. Don't get me wrong, Tim, I am completely happy with it, but I can understand that some employees on your side might be like, oh shit, how are we going to do this? But anyways, they fixed it, and obviously this is one of the services that they might not had enough time to ready up. Even with this whole lawsuit going on, I can understand how PR works, so I'm not stupid. But anyways, this is just stuff that happens, right? Sometimes things get delayed, and I feel like this for content creators is going to be a really great opportunity to interact with their community in a way that advertisers and all these YouTube ads is then going to be something optional, right? If your community on Apple Podcast is that big and you are lucky enough to get support from that community via Apple Podcast subscriptions, I mean, it opens up a lot of doors for content creators to actually work and communicate and interact with their community on a very different level. So I'm all up for it, and maybe we will start using it at some point when we have a podcast. And then obviously this second report that we all came here for, obviously Jony Ive was the first one, but this one is quite spicy as well. We got Mac Rumors reporting on Samsung reportedly starting production of the new iPhone displays. You heard that well, the iPhone 13 displays. Allegedly 120 Hz displays. Now, if any of this is true, I am going to lose my mind, because I really can't wait to have ProMotion displays on my iPhone. That's going to be completely mental. And I will probably have to lay down for a couple of weeks after that is actually announced. But all I can say, I am certain that this is going to be such an awesome Apple year. According to this report, Samsung has begun production of LTPO displays for the upcoming iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max, which will support a high refresh rate of 120 Hz, while LG has begun productions of LTPS displays for the lower end models of 2021. Now, in the rest of the report, they also talk about the delays from last year, or well, the current set of iPhones that we have, the iPhone 12, and that they probably started a month earlier this time to avoid these delays, obviously. And we are definitely going to keep you posted on any updates on this story. We are probably going to hear more about it from either Mark Gurman, John Prosser, Love to Dream on leaks. You never know who it's going to be, but this is such a hot topic. Someone is going to leak something someday, and obviously we are going to report on it. Guys, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video right here, right now. I am having a blast reporting on all these articles, and I can't wait to see this countdown go down to 0.